everyone, my name's Avril. So today's practice is going to be a full body flow, a little bit of extra emphasis on opening the shoulders, and there's going to be some core, some balance work. So we're gonna hit everything today. So if you want to grab, I'm going to use a block today. We're going to be doing half moon and hopefully some supported bridge towards the end, a little more restorative. So if you have a block or a book, whatever you want to use, maybe grab some water, and let's go ahead and get started. So we're going to start on our back today. So come all the way down onto your mat. So whatever feels comfortable here. Maybe we have the legs long for a little mini shavasana. Maybe bring the soles of the feet together, knees wide if that feels all right in your body for Supta Baddha Konasana. And then just wherever you are, let your hands lie maybe by your sides, palms face open. And start to drop in. So close your eyes or just soften your gaze. And allow your body to go a little heavier. Relax any tension in your face. Maybe move the tongue around the mouth a little bit to loosen your jaw. And just start to notice your breath. See how quickly you can surrender. So find yourself smoothing out that breath, taking deep inhales here. Filling up the belly, and then nice smooth exhales. A few more rounds like that. Just really settling in, coming present. Breath by breath. If you'd like to set an intention for today's practice, I invite you to do so now. Whatever is going to make your practice a little bit more than just the asanas we do on the mat today. You can dedicate it to someone or something. It's just one more round of breath here. And then slowly we're going to start to bat the eyelids open. So remember, anything that you don't want to do today, just leave behind. Anything you want to add on, please do. So we're going to start off bringing both knees in towards the chest. Give ourselves a nice big hug. You can rock side to side. Just letting that tailbone come down towards the mat. And then we're going to shift the hips over to the right a little bit and drop our knees over to the left for a nice easy supine twist to start off. You can bring that right hand over, gaze over the right middle finger. Try and ground your shoulders into the mat here. So if your knees aren't touching the floor, don't worry. Concentrate more on the upper body here. Starting to activate the core. Come back through center. Bring the knees in. Give them another little hug. And then we're going to drop them over to the right. Maybe shift them to the left first. Creating a little more space. Let's come back through center. Knees both come in towards the chest. And then we're going to keep that right knee in. Leave that left leg come nice and long. So hug that right knee into the chest. We're going to rock it a little side to side. So bringing it up towards the shoulder. And then back in towards the center. Just almost a little massage in that right hip crease. And just keep your breath going, whatever that means to you today. It doesn't have to be Ujjayi breath, just something that's going to be sustainable throughout practice. And try and keep it nice and smooth. Okay, so from here we're going to straighten that right leg. You can grab behind the thigh. And we're going to press the thigh into our hands. You can flex the foot, maybe take some ankle circles. Just finding a nice stretch in the hamstring here. You can also grab behind the calf if that feels all right in your body already. And then we're going to lift that left leg. We're going to hover it off the mat, start to point that left toe, and then lift the shoulders and neck up. But gaze is up so we're not crunching in our neck. Maybe you bring the hands behind the calf, start to bring that leg in a little bit more. So we're trying to split the legs as much as we can. Draw the low belly in, and then let the hands come by our sides, palms face open. Keep breathing here. Gaze is up, we're not crunching the neck. Activating the core. And then exhale, we're going to bring both knees in towards the chest, rock a little side to side. Nice. Right leg's going to come long, hug that left knee in towards the chest. Start to find that little sway, bringing the knee to the right and to the left. Massaging that left hip crease this time, hip flexor. And then we're going to kick that leg nice and long, grab behind the thigh, and start to just move that foot around. So keeping it alive and active. Feeling into the ankle here. Maybe that foot is a little bit stiff. Feeling the ligaments. I know I am. Okay, so point that foot, start to lift that left leg up. And then we're going to lift the chest, the chin. Keep the head and the gaze up, and then we're going to grab behind that calf if we can. You can also still stay behind the thigh. Keep breathing. Bring that leg a little bit closer, and then let the hands go. Palms face open at our sides. Hold it. Keep that low belly engaged. Keep breathing. Try to split the legs a little bit more. And then exhale, we're going to bring the knees in towards the chest. Rock side to side. Catch our breath. And then start to rock and roll back and forth. So grab behind the thighs. Nice little massage in the low back. And then we're just going to come to seat. Cross leg position. Going to take a nice easy twist here. So we're going to bring that right hand behind, left hand to the outside edge of that right foot. So draw the belly in, sit up nice and tall. And then on and exhale, you can bring that gaze over that right shoulder. So we're not cranking, we're still warming up the body. Come back through center, take it to the other side. Right hand over that left shoulder, left knee, left hand behind. Inhale to lengthen, and exhale to twist. Come back through center. So we're going to bring that right leg out nice and long to the side, and we're going to bring that left thigh inside that right foot. So we're aiming for a side body stretch here. We're not doing a hamstring stretch per se. So you can bring that right hand to your shin. You can bring it all the way down onto your foot. And that left hand's going to come up and over. So some people might be able to touch that right toe. It's a little bit of a pipe dream for me at the moment. But that's okay. Just be wherever you are. Find that big side body stretch. And then exhale, let it go. Shift the body so that we're facing towards that right foot. Flexing that right foot, and then we're going to point that right foot. Hands are going to come just parallel on either side of the thigh, and then we're going to lift the foot. So really activate into the quad here. Try and sit up nice and tall. Drop it down. Inhale up. Exhale, drop it down. Inhale up. Point. Exhale, drop it down. Okay, other side. Right thigh, right foot comes into that left thigh. We're going to take our side body stretch on the left side. Really feel it out. Try and drop that right shoulder back a little if you can. Maybe find some soft, easy movement here. You can bend your knee and then come back through center. I'm just going to move it a little bit. Shift so that you're facing towards that foot. Same thing as we did on the other side. Flex that foot, point it, and then we're going to lift that leg. So we're building strength as well as flexibility. Drop it down. Really burning into that quad here. Inhale up, drop it down. Last one, inhale up, drop it down. Nice. Come all the way onto your mat. Setting up for tabletop position. Get there however you like. So our wrists are going to be underneath the shoulders. Knees are going to be underneath the hips. Really, really spread those fingers. Claw into the mat and press the mat away. So we're going to do one round of cat-cow. So on an inhale, drop the belly. Look up for our cat-cow. And then exhale, draw the belly in towards the spine. Press the mat away. Press into the tops of the feet for a cat. Exhale, let's come back to that neutral tabletop spine. Nice long neck. And then we're going to do that cat-cow, but we're going to add on. So drop the belly, inhale, and kick that right foot up. So we're flexing the foot towards the ceiling. Exhale, cat back. Contract, draw that right knee in. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Press the mat away. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Last one. Inhale, cow. Exhale, let's step that right foot all the way through, coming into our low lunge. So you can press the top of that left foot into the mat. Hands can come to the thigh. Draw that right hip crease back. So front knee is over front ankle. We're tracking the knee towards the second and third toe. And we're dropping into our hips here. So we're pressing forward and down. Draw the belly in nice and strong. And then we're going to interlock our fingers, flip them, and then we're going to reach up. Nice big shoulder stretch here. Keep breathing, keep pressing the hips forward and down. Maybe you take a little bit of a back bend if you're ready. And then on an exhale, we're going to bring the knuckles forward, drop the chin to the chest, reach those hands forward. Inhale, flip, reach up. Exhale, a little bit of a challenge for the balance here. Chin to the chest, really reach those left arms forward. Inhale, back up, flip the grip. And last one, exhale, come down. Inhale, back up, release your bind, reach up. And then exhale, hands are going to come to the mat. We're going to shift that right hip up and back. Coming to half split, flexing that right foot, trying to bring that hip over the knee, and then we're going to drop back onto our left heel here. Okay, so we're flexing that foot. Hands are going to come to either side. And just like we did at the start, we're going to point the foot and we're going to lift that leg. Drop it down. Inhale up. Drop it down. Inhale up. Drop it down. Press into your heel. Roll all the way back through, coming to our low lunge. Tuck the left toe under. Airplane the arms. Reach up. Crescent lunge. Front knee over front ankle. Set it up. Set up your foundation. You can have a soft bend in that back left knee. Keep breathing here. Drop the shoulders away from the ears. And then we're going to bring that right hand under for Gardasana arms, eagle arms. If you don't get the double wrap, that's fine. Just take whatever version you like. So get nice and light in that left knee. We're going to bring that left knee in towards the chest. Totally there be balance. And then drop that left leg over, coming into our full expression of the pose. Same thing, if you don't get the double wrap, that's okay. So try and lift the elbows up a little bit, drop the shoulder blades down the back. Draw the belly in really strong here. Exhale, start to unravel, reach up, bring that left knee in towards the chest. And exhale, let's step it back, crescent lunge. Beautiful. Inhale, reach up. And then exhale, left hand comes down, right hand comes up for our twist. Reach that right hand up really high, press up and out of that left hand. And then we're going to get nice and light on that right heel. And we're pressing up and out of that left hand. Step that right foot back, coming into our side plank, left side. So for this one, we're going to do a supported side plank. So we're going to drop that right knee down. Reach that right hand up into the sky. Keep reaching, big side body stretch. And then exhale, swim those fingertips down, coming straight back to downward facing dog. Catch your breath, recenter. It's our first down dog, so take whatever movements you might need. Really claw into the mat here. Send those hips up nice and high. You can have a nice bend in your knees. Okay, and then from here, we're going to drop the knees down to the mat, come back to our tabletop position. Inhale, cat pose, left leg lifts. Flex that left foot towards the mat. Exhale, come to your cat. We were in our cow. Inhale, kick that left foot up. Exhale, contract. Inhale, up. Exhale, contract. Inhale, up. Exhale, step that foot forward, coming into our low lunge. Hands can come to the thigh first. Really sink into those hips. So we know where we're going. Interlock the fingers, reach up. Take your big, nice stretch in the shoulders. And then exhale, flip it. Knuckles forward. Drop the chin to the chest. Really press those knuckles forward. Inhale, flip the grip. Come back up. Draw the belly in, look up. Exhale, back down. Inhale up. Exhale down, last one. Inhale up. Release. Come into that low lunge. And then we're going to shift the hips up and back. Coming to our half split, but we're going to drop back onto that right heel. Just like we did the last time. So get nice and comfy. Use your hands to support you. Flex that left foot. Then we're going to point it. And we're going to lift it up. Building strength in our legs to support our flexibility. Last one. Dig into the heel, roll all the way through. Tuck the right toes under, airplane the arms, sweep up, crescent lunge. This time left arm comes under. Gardasana arms, lift those elbows up. Draw the belly in, sink into your hips. Get light on that right foot. Right knee comes in towards the chest. You can stay here or you can drop that right foot over for our full eagle pose. Try and square the hips, lift those elbows a little higher. Extra challenge, maybe bring the gaze up. Start to unravel, bring that right knee into the chest and step it back, coming all the way back into our crescent lunge. Reach up, inhale, exhale, right hand comes down, left hand comes high. Stay here or get nice and light in that left heel. Press up and out of that right hand, kick that left foot back. Coming into our supported side bridge, side plank. So we're going to drop that right knee and reach up just where we are. Really trying to lift that right waist away from the mat, lifting the hips up. Keep breathing. And then drop that left hand down, coming back to our downward facing dog. You got it. Couple of breaths here, recentering. Really hollowing out the belly. Maybe we bring those wrist or elbow creases towards the front of the room, finding that external rotation, the upper arm bones. Okay, from here, lift the heels, bend the knees, look forward, make your way to the front of your mat. Halfway lift when you get there, your version. Exhale, soften and bow, forward fold. Inhale, let's reach all the way up, extend in mountain, look up, reach up. And then exhale, soften and bow, head low, hips high. Inhale, halfway lift, draw the belly in. Exhale, frame the feet, step or hop it back, come to high plank. So from high plank, shift onto your toes, gaze forward, hug the elbows into the side body, come all the way down onto your belly. We're going to take 3 baby cobras. So loop the shoulders first and then draw the belly in and slowly come on up. Press into the tops of the feet. Exhale, come down. Inhale, find your baby cobra. Maybe we lift the hands this time. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. This time bring the hands underneath the shoulders. Press into the tops of the feet. Make your way to your down dog. Maybe you come through tabletop. Just however you want to get there. So this time, right leg lifts. We're going to bend the knee, stack the hip, open it up. Keep breathing. Come back to that 3-legged dog. Square out the hips. Flex the foot towards the mat. Come up onto your left toes and then exhale, right knee to nose. Inhale, kick it back up. Exhale, right knee to nose. Inhale, kick it back up. Exhale, right knee to nose. Shoulders over the wrists. Last one, inhale, kick it back up. Exhale, step it through, crescent lunge. Set it up, make sure that front knee is not tracking over that big toe. It's a nice bit of a bend in that back knee. Inhale, reach up. Draw the belly in. Keep breathing. Okay, so from here, we're going to hinge forward at the waist. Really keep that belly engaged and bring the hands back. Almost like airplane arms. So we're pressing the palms down. Gaze is slightly forward. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, hinge forward. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, hinge forward. This time we're going to start to straighten into that right leg, get light in that left foot, kick up into our airplane pose. Nice way to build strength here. Try and keep the hips even so you can bring the hands to the hips. Flex that left foot. And then let's bring that left knee in towards the chest. Hands can come to prayer. Okay, so this is a fun transition. So maybe you don't get it the first time, but hopefully we'll do it again. So bring that right hand to the right knee. Draw it up. We're going to take a twist, bringing that left hand back. Really activate your core here. And we're heading in towards balancing half moon. I should have done it on the other side first, sorry. So we're going to reach that right hand out. We're going to start to kick that left foot back, stack that left hip over the right. Whoop. Bring that right hand down. Maybe it touches first. And then maybe we start to lift it up for that balancing half moon. Keep breathing, keep kicking out of that left foot. And then we're going to bring that left leg back to square. Right beside that right foot, sit down into your chair pose. Got it, draw the belly in. Inhale, reach up. Take a little bit of a back bend and then exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, frame the feet, step or hop it back. Come to your high plank. Shift forward, lower all the way down onto your belly. Coming into locust pose, so press into the tops of the feet. Bring the hands back almost like airplane. And then we're going to, on an inhale, we're going to lift everything up. Keep breathing here, activating the low back, engaging the belly, drawing the shoulder blades together. Minding that neck so we're not crunching. Exhale, release. Hands come underneath the shoulders, press up and back, come to your downward facing dog. Make your way there. Beautiful. All right, so this time left leg lifts. Bend the knee, stack the hip, open it up. Here for a breath, press into both hands evenly. Come back to that three-legged dog. And then exhale, left knee to nose. Inhale, kick it back up. Exhale, left knee to nose. Inhale, kick it back up. Exhale, last one, left knee to nose. Inhale, kick it up. Exhale, step it through, crescent lunge. Set it up, set up your feet. Draw the belly and lift it up. Inhale. Gorgeous. Exhale, airplane the arms, draw the chest forward. Get nice and high in your back right toe. Inhale, reach up. Exhale. Hinge forward. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hinge forward. This time stay. Start to get light in that foot. Kick it up. Straight into the left leg, airplane pose. Keep your chest a little bit open. Even out the hips. And then that right knee is going to come into the chest. I'll try and do a little bit better on this side this time. So take our twist. Grab that left shin or right shin. Open up. So we're set up on our upper body for balancing half moon. So exhale, start to kick it back. Drop that left hand down, right hand comes high, stacking the hips, stacking the shoulders. Keep breathing. If you fall, just smile, it's all right. And then exhale, drop that right foot down, coming into our chair pose. Draw the belly in, fingertips are in, or pinkies in, triceps forward. Inhale, let's reach up, extended mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift your version. Exhale, frame the feet, step or hop it back, high plank. Maybe this time we shift to our vinyasa. So high to low plank. Inhaling to our back bend. And then exhaling, up and back. Downward facing dog. Okay, so from downward facing dog, right leg's gonna lift. We're gonna bend the knee, open the hip. And we're gonna do some figure eights here. So on an exhale, we're going to bring that right knee towards that left elbow, towards the right elbow, kick it back up, stack your hip. One more. Straighten it out, three-legged dog, step it through, crescent lunge. Draw the belly in, set it up from the ground, reach it up. Getting nice and sweaty here, it's hot in here. Okay, so just like we did earlier, on an exhale, bring those hands back, palms down, hinge forward. Space between the belly and the thigh here, really draw your belly in. Inhale, come back up. This time, exhale, come down. Coming to our airplane, kick into that left foot, straighten the right foot, open the chest. Bring that left knee in towards the chest. Same transition, so come to your twist first. Lift that left knee up. Welcome the shake if it's there. And then exhale. Upper body stays just where it is. Right hand comes down, hovers. Maybe it comes to a block. Keep breathing. And this time, bend into that right knee. With control, drop that left foot back into our warrior two. Reach to either side, find your warrior two. Draw the shoulder blades together, front knee over front ankle. And then flip the palms, let's reverse our warrior. Right hand up and over. If it feels right, you can take your gaze up. Exhale, extended side angle. So bring that right elbow to the right knee. Left hand reaches high. Draw the chest open towards the ceiling. Inhale, reverse. And this time, exhale, start to straighten into that front leg. And we're going to bring that right hand down to our shin, bringing that left hand up for our triangle pose. So try and bring your hips back a little bit in space. Draw the chest towards the ceiling. Really reach that left arm up high. Inhale, let's come back up, warrior two. And then we're going to drop that left hand down, pivot on the back foot. Reach it up. And then exhale, drop that left hand down, reach that right hand up. Coming into our twist. And just like we did earlier, we're coming straight into our side plank. So press up and out of that right hand, lift that right heel. And then press it back, maybe lift this time, we hold it up. Press up out of the left hand, almost like a star pose. You got it. And then exhale, right hand comes down to plank, shift forward, flow through our vinyasa. Inhaling to our back bend. Exhaling up and back, downward facing dog. So other side, you got this, keep going. Left leg lifts, bend the knee, stack the hip. Figure eights, bring that left knee to that right knee, right elbow. Kick it back up, stack the hip. Come around, find your circle, stack the hip. Three-legged dog, exhale, step it through, crescent lunge, set it up. Draw the belly in strong. Rooting to rise, reach high. Here for a breath or two. Keep breathing, dropping the shoulders away from the ears. And then exhale, coming to that hinged forward position. Gaze slightly forward, really high in our right toe. Inhale, come back up. If this is too hard on your knees, maybe you just skip it and come straight into that crescent lunge. But we're building strength today. This time we're going to start to straighten that left leg, kick that right foot up. Gaze is down. Keep breathing. Bring that right knee in towards the chest. Lift that right leg up. We're going to take our twist. Left leg comes to that right knee. Bring that right hand back. Moving into our balancing half moon. Start to drop that left hand towards the floor. Stack that right hip over the left. Maybe we balance here. Maybe we don't. Bend into that left knee. Start to drop that right foot back. Warrior two. Sink into that front leg. Press into the outside edge of that back foot. Flip the palms. Reverse your warrior. Left hand up and over. Exhale. Extended side angle. Left elbow, left knee. Inhale. Reverse. Exhale to your triangle. Shift the hips back. Reach out. Reach that right hand high. Draw the belly in. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale. Drop that right hand. Pivot on the back foot. Crescent lunge. Exhale. Right hand comes down. Left hand comes high for a twist. Get nice and light in that left heel. Press up and out of that right hand. Kick that left foot back. Maybe we lift it up. We come to our star pose variation. Keep breathing. Whatever version of side plank you're in. Exhale. Come straight to downward facing dog. And we're going to drop onto our knees, come into child's pose for a breath or two. So wide-legged child's pose. Knees are apart, big toes touch. Can drop the head to the mat. Or you can always take the knees together version and swim your hands behind your back for a little relief on your shoulders. Nice time for a water break as well. So when you're ready, we're going to meet back in downward facing dog. Recentering there, lifting our hips up high. Finding our downward dog. And then we're going to come onto that left foot, sink that left heel, reach that right foot up, bend the knee, stack the hip. So stay here, get nice and light in your right fingertips. Come up onto your left toes and start to flip your dog. So start to drop that right foot down. Both feet spin in the same direction, lift the hips up. Reach that right hand towards your head. Press up and out of that left hand. Start to pivot on that left foot. We're kicking that right foot all the way around, coming into a low lunge, so drop that left knee. Start to walk that right foot out diagonally towards the corner of your mat. And we're just going to rock a little into the hips here. So you can come onto the outside edge of that right foot if you like. A little lizard variation. We're not going to be here for long. Really opening into the hips. Walk that right foot back in towards the center. Tuck the left toes under. And kick back up into our downward facing dog. Left leg's going to lift, bend the knee, stack the hip. Come up onto your left fingertips, right toes. And then maybe we flip our dog. Press the hips up high. Press up and out of that right hand. Keep breathing. And then pivot on that right foot. Bring the chest around. Step that left foot all the way forward. Drop the right knee to the mat. Walk your left foot out this time. Find that little sway into your hips. Walk the left foot back in towards center. Frame the foot, kick back, downward facing dog. We won't be here for long. Bring the gaze forward. And we're going to step to the outside edges of our hands. So stepping into Malasana. So big toes are out, heels are in. Press those elbows into the knees, knees into the elbows. You can lift the tailbone up a little bit if you like. Keep breathing. And then we're on our way into Navasana. So bring the sit bones down onto the mat. And we're going to try and bring those shins parallel to the ceiling. You can grab behind your thighs if you like. But we're here for a couple of breaths. Reaching the hands up nice and high. And then exhale. Let's come all the way down onto our back. Reach the legs high. And just like we did at the start, grab behind the thighs. Press the thighs into the hands and vice versa. Roll back up. Coming into our Navasana. Using the strength to reach the hands high. Exhale, come back down. Legs come long. This is nice and fun. Come back up, Navasana. Reach the hands high. Exhale, back down. Legs come up. Inhale, last one. Come back up. Reach up. Exhale, back down. Legs come long. And then bring the knees into the chest. Let's rock out side to side a little bit. Catching our breath. All right, we're almost there. So this is going to be our last sequence. So grab behind the thighs and let's start to rock and roll forward and back. We're coming into that Malasana, so we're aiming for our squat. If you want to use your hands, however you want to get there, just make sure we get there together. If your heels don't press down, that's absolutely fine. Just take one side first and then the other. Okay, and then we're going to work into our crow pose. So if you don't want to do crow, maybe we just get into the shape today because we're going to use it as a little flow practice. So hands come a little bit shoulder distance apart, claw into the mat. We're going to lift those knees up towards the armpits, bring the gaze forward, activate that core, and start to shift forward and back. Maybe lift up, Maybe you have your feet in the ground. Either way, we're going to drop that left foot back, step that right foot all the way back, coming into our warrior two. So front heel is in line with the back arch. You got it. Flip your palms, reverse your warrior, left hand up and over. Exhale, warrior two. Just like we did earlier, drop that right hand down, pivot on the back foot, square off towards the front of the room. Crescent lunge. Nice and light in the back right foot, bring that right knee in towards your chest. And then drop it down to meet the left. Sink into your chair pose. Draw the belly in, make sure you can see your toes. Inhale, let's reach up together, come up onto our toes, our tippy toes, reach up. And exhale, let's sit back down, come really low into our chair. Inhale, reach up, come up onto your toes. Exhale, let's come back down into our chair pose. And then forward fold. So walk the feet out to hip distance apart, bring the hands down to the mat, setting up for our crow pose. So just like before, if you don't want to get in, maybe find the shape and practice there, drawing your belly in. Bring the gaze forward, maybe you lift the toes, maybe you fly. And this time drop that right foot back, step that left foot all the way back into our warrior two. Lunging into that front knee, flip the palms, reverse your warrior. Right hand up and over. Exhale back into your warrior two. Drop that left hand down, pivot on the back foot, come to your crescent lunge, we're almost there. Nice and light in that left foot, bring the left knee in towards the chest. Drop it down. Sink into our hips, coming into our chair pose. So bring those sit bones back in space. Find a little bit of activation in that core, so really drawing the belly in and up. And then inhale, come on all the way up into our extended mountain, up on our toes. Keep breathing, finding your balance, and then exhale, slowly lower all the way down. Inhale up. Exhale, lower. And this time, forward fold. Can grab opposite elbows. Let the head and neck hang. Can bend the knees. Just really relax into this pose. Starting to slow down, starting to cool down. Release the hands to the mat. Gonna draw the belly in, bend the knees, tuck the chin, start to roll all the way up. Extended mountain, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And then exhale, freeing the feet. We're just going to step back and come to all fours. From here, we're going to cross the ankles, sit all the way back. Setting up for a bridge pose. So here's where that block is going to come in handy if you didn't lose it for or use it for half moon. So we're going to bring our block on the lowest setting that you have, underneath the sacrum. So just get nice and comfy here. Maybe we draw the shoulder blades a little bit underneath the chest for more room. And then we're going to bring that right knee in towards the chest, leave that left leg come nice and long. So allow this to be a passive position here. Try not to extend too much effort. Find that sukha, that softness. The idea of sthira and sukha, effort and ease in each pose. Finding places to soften. Okay, let that right leg come nice and long. Going to bring that left knee in towards the chest. Same thing as we did on the other side. Allowing the sense of peace to wash over you. This idea of slowing down the breath. Okay, let's release that left leg long. And then we're going to come to waterfall pose. So we're going to bring both legs up, almost like we're bringing the legs up the wall. Upper body can be however you want it to be. You can bring your cactus, your arms, almost like your legs are floating here. You can also do this without the block if you want to. If you want a more active practice, you can also come into shoulder stand. Alright, so we're going to bring those feet back down. And then we're going to take that block out from underneath us, just slowly allowing the back to come flush with the mat here. We're going to windshield wiper the legs from side to side, just where they are. And bring that right ankle over the left knee, and we're going to draw that left knee up and towards the chest. So threading the needle here, keeping that right foot alive. Maybe we find some soft, easy movements. Maybe you just keep that left sole of the foot on the mat. So just be wherever you are. Let's drop that left leg down. Swap sides. Left ankle comes over that right knee. Maybe both sides are different. That's all right. Just try not to strain your neck or your shoulders here. You can even bring that block behind your head if that's an issue for you. And then that way you don't need to strain. You still find your stretch. Active through the left foot. And then let's bring both soles of the feet down to the mat. We're going to take happy baby. So we're going to bring the knees into the chest, grab the outside edges of the feet, kick the feet into the hands. So try and keep that tailbone coming down towards the mat here. Maybe you rock a little side to side. Really kicking the feet into the hands and vice pressing the hands down into the feet. You can also bring the block underneath your head here. It's a nice little prop, this position. So release. Knees come in towards the chest. And then we're going to bring the nose up towards the knees, curl up into a small, tiny little ball, scrunch everything up. And then exhale, we're going to come to a full body stretch. So reach the hands, separate them from the feet. Really make this feel good in your body. And then exhale, let's come to Shavasana. Hands come by our sides. Tuck those shoulder blades underneath the heart space. Soften your eyes. And allow yourself these last few moments of deep rest. So we're cultivating a sense of gratitude for our body, for ourselves, for showing up. This is all that matters. Maybe the practice went awesome. Maybe the practice wasn't what you wanted. But you're here. You did it. So if you have time, please just stay in this Shavasana for as long as feels right and feels good. But the rest of us are going to start to wiggle our fingers and toes. Fine movements. Take full body stretch. And then we're going to come on to one side, just literally for a second, so we can push up, coming back into easy seat at the front of our mat, so Sukhasana. We can bow our chin to our chest, close our eyes, hands fall wherever they land. So sit up nice and tall. Revisit your intention that we set at the start of practice. What are you taking off your mat with you? We're going to bat the eyelashes open. Hands are going to come to prayer. Anjali Mudra at the heart. Thank you guys so much for sharing your practice with me today. I hope you have a wonderful day. Let me know what you thought of it. And hopefully we'll see each other soon. Hands come to space between the eyebrows. And we bow and say Namaste.